Joining me is Jackson Garlick, General Manager of Garlo's Pies. Jackson, thanks for your time. What's going on here? Is this a real dip, or is it just we got so sick of pies during COVID, every freezer was stocked up with them that everyone's just taking a breather?
Yeah, it's very interesting data that we saw this morning from the ABS. And as any curious meat pie manufacturer that woke up to that news, we looked through the data. And, we did see a massive uptake in pies over the COVID years between 2020 and 2022. But interestingly, before that, pies had seen an increase year on year for every quarter before that. In 2017, pie sales were 87 million. In March of 2018, they were 91 million. In March of 2019, they were 100 million. And then this March just gone in 2023, they were 105 million. So if you take away the COVID uptick in pie sales, we've actually seen a year-on-year growth.
Okay, so a big part of it might be COVID. Is as well, the issue here is when we talk about per capita, that maybe just as many pies are being bought, but suddenly people are going away from the fancier pies. I'm sure you put Garlo's forward as one of them, back to one of the big factory churn-out pies.
Yeah, we've definitely seen a generational shift in eating habits. 30 and 40 years ago, the only convenient food you could get were Chico rolls, meat pies, and fish and chips. But these days where you've got poppadoms and sushi at your fingertips that can be delivered to your door, you've got to really innovate to attract that younger generation. That's why we bring out pies such as the Alaskan King crab pie, the Peking duck pie, the the chili prawn pie, and we also need to innovate with our packaging. With a lot more younger consumers interested in sustainability, we need to innovate to ensure that we keep attracting them back to the category.
Maybe occasionally, I don't know, could variety be what's costing? I mean, I went to the bakery the other day and I thought I just want a nice plain pie sauce. They had every flavour under the sun. Couldn't get a plain pie. And I went, I'll get a pasty. I mean, is there a possibility, or am I just a bit simple when it comes to pie tastes?
No, well, believe it or not, with all the weird and wacky flavours we bring out, the lean beef pie and the sausage roll sell more than any other flavour combined, which shows that just how popular they really are.
Okay, good to know I'm not alone. So how are you worried as someone that produces pies, or you just go, look, the underlying stats are okay. We're never going to equal sort of COVID years, and Aussies are still tucking into pies?
Yeah, certainly. I think with supermarkets being the only source of pie sustenance you could get throughout the COVID years, we're never going to see those sales again, which is why we're looking on industries like the airline industry to come back on board as people return to normalcy. We're a proud exporter, so we're supplying pies to Japan, Hong Kong, the Middle East, and hopefully soon the USA.
I'm getting a record number of texts from Pollies and colleagues as I do this interview, so it's clearly got some interest. One of them suggesting barbecue sauce would be the sauce on top of a pie. I'm going to ignore that. It's the stupidest thing I've heard today. It's
very
clearly
sacrilegious.
Tomato. What about, you talked about the varieties. Is there a variety you've brought out? Maybe it's been discontinued, so you can be honest about this, that you went, what were we really thinking there?
Yeah, we brought out, it was actually in the midst of COVID, we brought out a plant-based pie. And, it's like selling beer to non-beer drinkers because people just want beef. For us, when they come to our cabinet at Coles, they just want to see meat pies, beef pies, chicken pies, lamb pies. The plant-based stuff isn't really, there's a great following, but not many pie sales.
Okay. Well, it's interesting. There's a lot of plant-based things that are going well, maybe not the pie just yet. Jackson, you're making me hungry, but I'm off in 5 minutes, so I think I know what I'm getting. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.